Having the space to bring plants inside during the winter, or being able to grow plants inside at all, is a luxury. However, it doesn't come without its pitfalls. Whenever plants come in from outside, you run the risk of bringing along some unwanted hitchhikers. Pests. The big daddies of these nasty nuisances are aphids. These soft-bodied insects multiply quickly and live by sucking the juices right out of our plants. The issue with aphids indoors is that they're twice as deadly because often they come inside without their natural predators to keep them in check. With no lacewings, ladybugs, or parasitic wasps, aphids will destroy any hope of indoor growing nirvana unless we intervene. And that's why we're here today. Let's look at 4 natural ways that you can control indoor aphids before it gets out of hand. And it starts right now. As we mentioned, once established indoors, aphids will spread and multiply like nothing you've ever seen. With the pressures of weather and predators completely absent, there's nothing to stop them from becoming a devastating juggernaut. This leads us right into our first strategy, and that's manual removal. When you notice an aphid population beginning to form, you need to become the hunter. Remove heavily infested branches and leaves entirely, either burning them or putting them outside in the cold. Run your fingers over the leaves and stems of aphid-filled plants manually, squishing their soft bodies in the process. The goal here is simple: population control. Above all else, we need to get the aphids in check and take back ownership of our indoor plants. If the manual massacre isn't your style, we can get by with a little help from a spray bottle. If your infected plants are in pots and you can move them, great. Take them outside for this step. What you want to do is blast the aphids with a fine jet stream of water from a simple spray bottle. Like the manual removal with your fingers, this isn't a complete eradication. But unlike squishing the aphids with your fingers, you're not actually killing them. You're just blasting them off the plant. So this is something you're going to want to do outside. Otherwise, you're not really doing anything to the aphids. They're just going to crawl back. Methods 1 and 2 are simple population control, much like aphid predators and the weather would do outside in nature. Now that we have the aphid population under control with manual removal, let's look at true eradication. I accomplished this with 2 different strategies, a dry method and a liquid solution. For the ultimate results, they can be combined together, but for now, let's start with the dry method first. So, our third method overall for combating aphids indoors, and our first true eradication method, is to use diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is a fine dry powder comprised of fossilized diatoms. The accumulated amorphous silica in these tiny fossils acts on the soft bodies of aphids in 2 ways. First, it acts as an extreme abrasive, literally piercing and impaling the aphids as they come in contact with it. Secondly, diatomaceous earth is extremely absorptive, meaning it grabs onto water and moisture like nobody's business, literally desiccating the aphids as they come near it. The aphids, as well as their eggs, are fatally dehydrated, and new colonies are just not formed, as they'll avoid the plants that have this stuff on it. To apply your diatomaceous earth, simply use a kitchen sifter and liberally dust the entire affected plant. Leave the dust on the plant for at least a week, ensuring that all aphids are dealt with. When you're confident that the aphids are gone, simply wash off the diatomaceous earth with clean water. The final method that I use for indoor aphid control is to make a safe liquid insecticide. Now, there's a million different recipes out there. I'll show you the one that works for me. Natural liquid insecticides act on aphids in 2 key ways. First, like diatomaceous earth, The fatty acids in true natural soaps penetrate the aphid's cuticle or skin and cause their cells to rupture, collapse, and dry out. Secondly, natural soaps kill aphids by straight up suffocation due to the viscous nature of the solution itself. Combined, these two outcomes are massively effective, and an aphid population is quickly brought under control in a safe and natural way. To make your own soap at home, simply use 1 tablespoon of pure castile natural soap to 1 liter of water. Add in 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil to make it even more effective, and fill up your favorite spray bottle with it. Douse the entire plant, stem, leaves, and all, and make sure to coat the undersides of those leaves as well. Aphids love to hide there. Because this is a chemical and not a systemic, 2 or 3 applications 3 to 4 days apart may be necessary. Once your aphid population is dealt with, simply rinse off any soapy or oily residue with clean water. As I mentioned before, using diatomaceous earth and the natural soap insecticide together in combination is the ultimate in effective aphid control. But you can't use them at the exact same time. For diatomaceous earth to work, it has to be kept dry. Then I go into a liquid insecticide routine. These two methods combined, aphids don't stand a chance. Aphids are a nuisance, no doubt. And if you bring in plants from outside during the winter, or really any time of the year, you're going to encounter an outbreak. But having safe natural methods to eradicate these soft-bodied pests really is the key. No one wants to resort to chemical applications, not indoors, and certainly not on any plants that we intend to eat. Diligent use of these 4 methods of control will ensure that aphid outbreaks are not a problem, and most definitely not a death sentence for your indoor plants and crops. Hey, if you know of or use any other safe methods of getting rid of indoor aphids, leave in the comments down below. Also, if any of you are on Facebook, head on over and join our gardening group called Growing Better. The group has grown phenomenally fast, yet it will never lose its sense of community or its welcoming feel. If you're passionate about growing epic organic fruits, herbs, and veggies for you and your family, the Growing Better group is a great place to hang out, share, learn, and grow. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you're getting value in this and the other series that I'm doing on YouTube, hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons if you'd be so kind, and I'll see you in the next video.